Hey everybody, good afternoon. This is Sean with Get Out Live Now Philippines, and I wanted to talk about retiring in Dumaguete, Philippines, or Philippines in general. The truth about Social Security money and how far it really goes. As we all know, a lot of Americans, this is specific for United States citizens and people that worked in America, the United States, that can collect Social Security pension when they get when they get of age, either 62 to 67 to 70. So a lot of Americans think Social Security is a retirement plan. It may be all they've ever had or aspired to. They don't have a 401k, they don't have an IRA, they don't have any type of, never invested in stocks or cryptos or annuities or anything else, and they don't have any inheritance. This is it for them. So to most Americans, Social Security is their retirement plan, but very few people actually stop to ask the real question or questions. What does that money actually do for you depending on where you live? Because there's a huge difference between retiring in the United States and retiring outside of the United States and other countries and somewhere like the Philippines or Dumaguete, Philippines. And honestly, once you understand the numbers, you start to see your retirement in a whole completely different way. Now, since Social Security began back in 1935, there's been about 195 Americans that have paid into the system during their working lives. But here's something most people don't realize. There's about 24 to 26 million people that have never collected a single retirement check. Not a single penny, not a single dollar. And that's roughly 12 to 13% of all the workers. Or simply put, about 1 in 7 people pay into the system, the Social Security system, their entire life, their whole entire working adult life, and never see a penny back in retirement benefits. Most of that happens for one simple reason, and we all know what it is. They don't live long enough, they pass away or they die before they reach retirement age, And now for those who do collect Social Security, here's how it actually breaks down. About 25 to 30% claim at age 62. About 30% claim in their mid-60s. And about 40% wait until full retirement age around 67. And then there's less than 10% wait until, they hold out and let that money keep building up to a bigger check until their age around 70. So even though waiting increases your monthly check, most people still decide to take it early. They opt to take it early because life doesn't always go according to plan. And we know that. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not even guaranteed the next minute of our life. So let's break this down using some real world numbers here. Let's say your full Social Security benefit is at age 67. That's what it is now. I believe the boomers, they had it till age 65, but now, the Gen X and part of the boomers, they can't take their full Social Security benefit until the age of 67, which is about, I think on average it's about $2,000 a month now when I looked it up. So now here's what happens depending on when you claim. If you claim it at 62, you're going to take it early. Your benefit drops about 30%. So you're only going to get around $1,400 per month. And if you wait until 67, you get the full amount, about $2,000 a month on average. And if you wait another 3 years until age 70, it's going to increase your monthly benefit to about $2,480. Now over a lifetime, this is what it roughly looks like. If you claim at age 62, over your lifespan, I believe the average lifespan is from 80 to 83, depending on whether you're male or female, you're going to receive about $350,000 in Social Security benefits. If you claim at 67, you're going to receive about $457 total in Social Security benefits. And if you wait to claim at age 70, you're going to receive about a total of $470,000 in Social Security benefits over your lifetime. So yes, waiting increases the monthly income, but not always total lifetime value by a huge margin, because time is and always will be the deciding factor. Is, we can't get time back, man. It's really, that's got to be the ultimate evil in life, is your time. You never know how much time you have, and it seems like it goes faster every year. It's just like these seconds and minutes and hours and days and weeks, months, years, they just keep, and decades, and pretty soon it's 20 years later, you're like, wow, I remember that like yesterday. So there is a break-even point, however, in the system, and it sits around age 80 to 83. What that means is simple. If you die before 80, taking your Social Security early usually means you win financially. But if you live past 83, waiting to claim usually wins. So the entire decision comes down to one unknown. How long are you going to live? Now, as far as men versus women, there's also a big difference between that. Men typically collect for about 16 to 18 years, while women typically collect for about 19 to 22 years, hence the 3 to 4 years difference. That's because women live longer on average. So in general, men often benefit more from taking benefits earlier, makes sense. Women often benefit more from waiting longer, common sense. Now here's where this all becomes interesting, because that same Social Security income doesn't just depend on when you take it, it also depends a lot on where you live. In the United States, if you live in the United States, $2,000 a month might feel like tight, right? It's not enough. I mean, I think even a one-bedroom apartment average now is like anywhere from $1,200 to $1,600 a month for a one-bedroom, one-bath across the United States. Yeah, you can find cheaper, you can find more expensive, but I mean the average. So we're just going averages. So I don't know what all your other bills are, but if you're completely living on Social Security income, man, that doesn't leave a lot for like your food, utilities, any other expenses that you're going to have, like healthcare. Especially as you get older, healthcare is like the big evil. But in a place like the Philippines or Dumaguete, Philippines, that same income can stretch much, much further. Your cost for rent, for food, transportation, healthcare, utilities, all of that can be significantly lower compared to living in the US or other Western countries. So suddenly Social Security isn't just a retirement number anymore, it becomes a lifestyle decision. So when you put this all together, about 1 in 7 people actually never collect Social Security at all. Most people collect for about 18 to 22 years, depending on whether you're a man or woman, and lifetime payouts range roughly from $350,000 to $470,000. And the break-even age is around 80 to 83. But the biggest factor of all is it's not just about when you retire, it's about where you retire. And for many people, that completely changes the value of Social Security. So the real question isn't, can I afford to retire? The real question is, and everybody should be thinking by now, especially with social media, where does my retirement income actually give me the life I want? Where are you treated best? What country is going to treat you best? What has the easiest immigration, the lowest cost of living, the best lifestyle for you? And you have to really check that out. But honestly, on an average of either $1,400 to $2,480 a month, I'm telling you, I personally feel this is not financial advice. This is just life advice, common sense. Anybody, as long as you don't have like any debilitating issues, like your health is still just reasonably well, your mind's sound, your body's decent, anybody can come to the Philippines, as long as you're not a criminal and you're a good upstanding citizen or whatever. You can come to the Philippines, you can live on $1,400 to $2,500 a month, no problem. I mean, I'm actually doing it under $1,000 myself, No issues so far in 3 months, but there could be some emergency issues that come up. So along with that income, I mean, the more money you save, if you can save like $10,000, $20,000, even $50,000, that's going to be like your emergency. You're going to bring credit cards, you're going to, sock some money in the bank, have your emergency fund set up. But even, I know people have come over here, many people, and all they've had is their Social Security check, and they're doing just fine. Matter of fact, if their Social Security checks $2,000, $2,500, they live for like $1,500 a month. So they're banking $500 to $1,000 a month or whatever. Or if they're only living on if they have $1,400, they're living on $1,000. They're banking $400 a month, and their money grows continuously every year. And then maybe they put it on interest or whatever they're doing. But anyways, I hope this gives you guys some food for thought here, and that just with Social Security. You can live in the Philippines really good, and probably some of the other Southeast Asian countries as well, maybe even cheaper. But this is for the Philippines, Dumaguete, Philippines, because that is where I'm currently residing. So anyways, this is Sean with Get Out Live Now. Live your best life today, not tomorrow. Do it now, because time is the ultimate evil, guys. And you really need to think about this. I don't know what age you are, whether you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, but if you're pre-retirement, think about saving as much money as possible, banking that money, especially with, Social Security, figure out what that's going to be and take your retirement. I always suggest as soon as possible, but some people want to wait. So I hope that helps. Anyways, that's it. Sean with Get Out Live Now Philippines, over and out.